resources for event planners. Event planning is a resource-rich profession. Your team members are a resource. The revenues in your budget are resources. All your point people in the companies they represent are your resources. So too are your consultants, designers, the CVBs, and the DMCs you use. In this video module, we're going to take a look at a number of resources for event planning professionals and how they describe their services. For each of the individuals or companies listed, there are likely to be anywhere from a few others to 1,000 more that do the same thing. The examples we are giving here are not necessarily known to us personally, nor do we have any reason to recommend them. They are professionals or businesses that are established and market themselves well, and what they offer represents the services you should expect from them or their competitors. The Academy of Hospitality Industry Attorneys. This organization was formed by a group of attorneys from across the United States who represent clients engaged in the hotel, restaurant, hospitality, travel, meeting, convention, tourism, and related industries. They promote professionalism and education and improve communication to create a network of competent, experienced attorneys who provide legal services to clients in the industry. American Hotel and Lodging Association. The voice of the hotel and lodging industry for 100 years, this is the only national organization dedicated to serving the interests of hoteliers on the front line, behind the scenes, and on Capitol Hill. Members are empowered with exclusive bottom line savings, educational resources, and networking opportunities with their expansive network of top-level industry professionals. Alliance of Meeting Management Consultants. The Alliance of Meeting Management Consultants seeks to promote the success of business owners in the meeting industry through marketing, networking, and higher-level education. AMMC was formed as a premier organization to support entrepreneurial meeting professionals. The mission of the AMMC is to promote the interests of those business entities primarily engaged in providing meeting management and consultation services through the highest practice and ethical standards of the meeting industry. American Society of Association Executives is a membership organization of more than 22,000 association executives and industry partners representing more than 11,000 organizations. Their members are manage leading trade associations, individual membership societies, and voluntary organizations across the United States and nearly 50 countries. With support of the ASAE Foundation, ASAE is a source of learning, knowledge, and future-oriented research for the association and nonprofit profession and provides resources, education, ideas, and advocacy to enhance the power and performance of the association and the nonprofit community. The Association of Collegiate Conference and Events Directors International. This organization consists of over 1,300 campus professionals who design, market, coordinate, and plan conferences and special events on the campuses of colleges and universities around the world. Since 1980, ACCDI has increased the visibility and enhanced the stature of the collegiate conference and events profession. The Association of Corporate Travel Executives is a not-for-profit association established to provide executive-level global education and peer-to-peer networking opportunities. Membership spans all of the business travel from corporate buyers to agencies to suppliers and accords all sectors equal membership. ACTE serves more than 6,000 executives in over 80 countries. The Association of Fundraising Professionals represents more than 30,000 members in 213 chapters throughout the world, working to advance philanthropy through advocacy, research, education, and certification programs. The association fosters development and growth of fundraising professionals and promotes high ethical standards in the fundraising profession. Corporate Event Marketing Association. CEME is a community for technology event marketing professionals and an industry hub that promotes professional networking opportunities, strives to be the voice for the industry, and drives event marketing industry standards. Convention Industry Council members represent more than 103,500 individuals and 19,500 firms and properties involved in the meetings, convention, and exhibitions industry. CIC offers many tools and programs designed to support the industry and meet its challenges, facilitate the exchange of information ideas, and educate the public on its profound economic impact. Some of the ways the CIC achieves these goals are by spearheading the Accepted Practices Exchange initiative to develop accepted practices for the industry, recognizing pioneers of the industry through the Hall of Leaders program, and publishing industry reference materials. International Association of Conference Centers. The IACC is the global home for IACC-approved conference centers. Corporate meeting planners, event organizers, and businesses select IACC meeting centers for corporate training sessions, sales meetings, board retreats, and customer special events. Destination Marketing Association International is the world's largest resource for official destination marketing organizations, DMOs or DMCs. DMAI is dedicated to improving the effectiveness of over 2,800 professionals from nearly 615 destination and marketing organizations in over 30 countries. They provide members, professional industry partners, students, and educators the most cutting-edge educational resources, networking opportunities, and marketing benefits available. International Association of Exhibitions and Events. IAEE promotes the unique value of exhibitions and other events that bring buyers and sellers together, such as roadshows, conferences with an exhibition component, and proprietary corporate exhibitions. IAEE is the principal resource for those who plan, produce, and service the industry. The International Association of Speakers Bureaus is a nonprofit trade organization representing speakers bureaus and agencies worldwide. Founded in 1986, IASB provides leadership to the bureau industry through education, resources, and partnerships. The International Festival and Events Association is the premier association supporting and enabling festival and event professionals worldwide. In partnership with global affiliates under the umbrellas of IFEA, Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, Latin America, Middle East, and North America, the organization's common vision is for a globally united industry that touches lives in a positive way through celebration. The International Society of Meeting Planners' primary objectives are the professional recognition and ongoing education of its membership. Through news bulletins, meeting guidelines, seminars, and international industry updates, the association is committed to providing the most current information available. ISMP offers valuable networking tools and opportunity for members to stay on the cutting edge of global developments in the meeting planning industry. International Special Events Society. The mission of ISES is to educate, advance, and promote the special events industry and its network of professionals along with related industries by upholding the integrity of the special events profession to the general public through our principles of professional conduct and ethics, acquiring and disseminating useful business information, fostering a spirit of cooperation among its members and other special events professionals, and cultivating high standards of business practices. Meeting Professionals International's mission is to build an inspired global meeting and events industry community by helping members be their best through human connections to knowledge, ideas, relationships, and marketplaces. For 24,000 plus meeting and event professionals in over 80 countries, MPI fosters professional development to advance members' career influences over the development of the professional meetings and event management industry, increases business opportunities in the marketplace of buyers and suppliers, and builds the community's future through inclusion of students and faculty. The National Coalition of Black Meeting Planners was founded in 1983 and is a nonprofit organization dedicated primarily to the training needs of African American meeting planners. The organization is committed to the improvement of the meetings, conferences, exhibitions, and convocations they manage. Members of NCBMP include meeting planners from numerous businesses, civil rights, church, and fraternal organizations. Associate membership is available to individuals who represent hotels, convention bureaus, city government offices, airlines, and other suppliers who offer services to the meeting and convention community. The Professional Convention Management Association's mission is to deliver superior and innovative education and promote the value of professional convention management. Headquartered in Chicago, PCMA represents more than 6,000 meeting industry leaders from 17 chapters in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Their members include planner professionals, suppliers, faculty, and students. Aside from students and faculty, members are categorized as either a professional or a supplier based on their position. The Society of Government Meeting Professionals' mission is to enhance the knowledge of and expertise of government meeting professionals. Their objectives are to improve the quality of and promote the cost-effectiveness of government meetings. SGMP is the only national organization in the United States dedicated exclusively to government meetings. SGMP delivers their membership value of education, resources, and networking to nearly 4,000 members and throughout 31 chapters nationwide. The International Coach Federation is the largest worldwide resource for professional coaches and the source for those who are seeking a coach. They are a nonprofit organization formed by individual member professionals who practice coaching, including executive coaches, leadership coaches, life coaches, and many more from around the world. The National Association of Catering Executives, the oldest and largest catering association in the world, is dedicated to promoting career success for its members and the professionalism of the industry. NACE offers educational programs, professional certification, chapter initiatives, networking opportunities, recognition and awards, programs, a job bank, community service projects, and the industry's most prestigious annual conference. HCareers.com, Hospitality Careers Online, is a subsidiary of Target Jobs. HCareers was founded on the belief that a hospitality-targeted job board should surpass the value that general online job boards could deliver. Since 1998, HCareers has developed a loyal online community of hospitality industry employers and candidates. The company operates 3 websites that serve the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada, each with easy-to-use features that provide an enriching online experience for employers and candidates alike. HotelJobs.com was originally conceived by Larry Buster, founder of the Hospitality Group, a front-running hospitality recruiting firm of the mid and late 90s. As a hospitality recruiter, Larry knows the needs and the challenges of both a job seeker and employer. His vision was to design a hospitality career board to address these issues and provide industry-specific tools and criteria, simplifying the search and hiring process for both. MeetingJobs.com is the first job site for meeting professionals, a one-source site in which you can research employment opportunities and industry-specific information such as salary surveys, interviewing and resume preparation assistance, and other career-enhancing aids. Searchwide.com is a full-service executive search firm primarily for companies in the travel and tourism industry. They specialize in C-level, director, and management-level executive searches for companies ranging in size from Fortune 500 corporations to mid-sized public and private companies. AllHotels.com is a hotel reservation site that lists more than 50,000 properties. ConferenceDirect.com books thousands of events worldwide each year for planners, serves as a single point of contact for destinations, gives site inspection assistance and worldwide contract negotiation assistance. Meetings.net gives planner assistance with budgeting, negotiating contracts, securing food and beverage services, contracting housing and accommodations, sourcing meeting technologies, greening meetings, and a variety of other event planning services. ExpoExchange.com or Experience partners with planners to find the best location for events and deliver exceptional experiences for your attendees. Exhibitors sponsors and international stakeholder events of all types and sizes ranging from 25 to over 100,000 people. They offer substantial buying power and registration and housing reservations. FindSpeakersandBureaus.com is a searchable clearinghouse site for professionals seeking speakers and bureaus worldwide. HelmsBriscoe.com will research, evaluate, and present the ideal venue for planners' events based on specific needs. They send the requests for proposals, track down the answers, follow up with hotels, and manage the entire process. They have purchasing power and extensive industry relationships which oftentimes translate into better availability and pricing. PMPN.com, PlannerNet, is a one-call resource for professional meeting planners who need on-site staff, audiovisual services, logistical support, and attendee management for corporate meetings, medical meetings, technical meetings, conferences, and business events worldwide. PlannerNet supports tens of thousands of meetings each year by offering 1,000 experienced professional meeting managers and on-call support resources and helping to find the perfect venue for events. UniqueVenues.com is a marketing and membership organization committed to bringing together one-of-a-kind event venues with meeting planners. They represent thousands of non-traditional properties in the United States, Canada, Ireland, and the United Kingdom for any kind of get-togethers, including arenas and stadiums, camps and retreats, colleges and universities, conference and business centers, historical and cultural venues, and special event venues. Business Travel News has been the voice of authority for corporate travel buyers throughout North America for over 25 years. BTN publishes 20 issues annually, including 13 newspapers and 7 reference resource works. In addition, BTN offers product extensions providing total coverage of the commercial travel industry. BTNonline.com is a website for news and research for businesses that manage travel. BTN Online provides original daily news updates, business travel news, newspapers, and a searchable archive that dates back to 1996, and access to BTN's several annual research works. BizBash is a trade media for the event industry and publishes magazines and newsletters, hosts websites, and produces trade shows and award shows for corporate event and meeting professionals, event marketers and sales, PR, fundraising, and human resource executives. They assist their readers and show attendees how to uncover ideas, gather resources, find inspiration, enhance their careers, and most importantly, create effective meetings, events, promotions, and other face-to-face opportunities. Meetings and Conventions magazine helps meeting and event planners in corporations, associations, incentive houses, and independent planning companies excel at their jobs and effectively manage their careers. The monthly print publication offers in-depth features, informative columns, designation insights, news analysis, and original research. The website offers additional tools and articles archive, powerful facility search engine, breaking news, and other helpful features. MeetingNews.com is a daily newspaper serving the worldwide meeting industry with breaking news from every available source on every relevant subject: meetings, hospitality, airlines, business travel, technology, and the economy. Promo Magazine provides insights into using promotion marketing as a strategic, measurable component of an overall marketing mix. Promo editors take a what works and why approach to their coverage, informing readers about important trends, issues, news, and deals through corporate profiles, trend pieces, sector-specific departments, single-topic supplements, and exclusive research projects. Small Market Meetings is the national newspaper for smaller cities and sites. It features second and third tiered cities, distinctive towns, and conference facilities, out-of-the-way retreats, and other meeting sites for smaller delegations. Smart Meetings magazine articles feature the latest in industry trends, corporate event planning, emerging technology, personality profiles, and updates on the best venues and destinations throughout the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. SpecialEvents.com is an article resource for party planners, caterers, decorators, entertainers, equipment suppliers, green event planners and providers, accommodations, properties, etc. The publication, its website, trade show, and other franchise products are resources for professionals who design and produce special events. SuccessfulMeetings.com is a complete online source for news and information for meetings, conventions, incentive, and trade show professionals. It features the latest industry news, searchable archives of articles, crucial business resources, and much more. Further, www.successfulmeetings.com acts as a workflow tool for planners looking to find venues and coordinate details for their events. Where Magazine bills itself as one of the world's most trusted travel brands. Where has been publishing guidebooks, magazines, and maps for over 75 years. Their expertise is local and their research is global. Their editors provide insider experts, and their publications cover more than 100 destinations worldwide. Virtual communities. Please note that most of the associations and publications listed previously have their own blogs and virtual communities. The following virtual communities also help planners communicate with each other and with resources in destination communities: eventplanning.meetup.com, meetingscommunity.org, eventplanning.about.com, getitplanet.blogspot.com, webinarwire.com, and ed2spark.com. Environmental resources for green events and meetings are also critical to today's event planners. These resources are quite extensive, so we will cover them in an upcoming video. As with technology for event planners, resources come and go on a fairly regular basis. The ones we've discussed here are some of the most established and generalized ones. But if you work in a niche market or are looking for specific advice or ideas, an internet search will unveil dozens of other resources of all types. As an event planner, you might sometimes feel like you are working in a bit of a vacuum, especially if you work alone or have a small team. If you get stuck, just search for answers to your questions online, and you'll likely find publications, organizations, virtual communities, and even photo galleries that will get you back on track.